Fox is she's a baby, but she listens to me. You know what I mean?
This was allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right.
Fox is she's a child, yet she stands by listening to me. You understand what I mean. This was purportedly a romantical things. It's okay. I'll say affirmed, yet we realize we know. Better believe it, she hit it. Before Beyonce purportedly charming earthy colored goes along with us tonight. Charming greetings, great night ideal. To see you gratitude for going along with us. Feel a debt of gratitude for having me, definitely no doubt. It's that male-female you understand what I mean perspective. It seems like Saucy Brown has of late made a few pretty astounding cases about Jay-Z that will stun you. Jay-Z, known for his gigantic impact and regarded status in the diversion world, has frequently pulled off things, yet this time Saucy Brown isn't allowing things to slide. She's standing up and not overlooking what she sees as bad behavior. Her disclosures show an intense eagerness to face somebody as strong as Jay-Z, which brings up issues about how influence and honor work in the realm of the rich and popular. Not really good or bad. What precisely did Charming say to defeat misfortune? And an essentially come out sound Charming earthy colored, whose genuine name is Inga Marchen, has uncovered that her ascent to rap fame accompanied critical difficulties during her childhood. Reports proposed that she has affirmed that at 15 years old Jay-Z was engaged with her initial encounters, and it's supposed that he subsidized her shopping excursions and spoiling at hair and nail salons during her secondary school days. In return for closeness, WR, to start with, we'll bounce in the van, we'll go to Maryland. We'll go any. You understand what I'm talking about. There are extra cases circling, recommending that Jay-Z might have an inclination for associations with transsexual people. As per these declarations, Charming Brown referenced that she became mindful of this after a person from that local area started reaching and bugging her following her supposed inclusion with Jay-Z, a circumstance that was additionally muddled by a supposed well-being concern. Like that, I think about the thing I will say. You understand? I'm saying my opinion on the thing I will do. Purportedly a progression of shocking disclosures has risen up out of Charming Brown, proposing that Jay-Z's own life is a long way from customary. As per these cases, a specific meeting, including Jay-Z and Saucy Brown, was purportedly recorded on record, and it was everything except private. The thrilling turn in this story accompanies the supposed presence of another high-profile figure, Jamie Foxx, referred to for his job as Wanda on the notable sketch parody show Unfiltered and Amazing, supposedly a romantical things at Zoke. I'll say claimed, yet we realize we know. No doubt she hit it before Beyonce's saucy, earthy-colored story takes a more obscure turn when she purportedly unveils that Jay-Z constrained her to consent to various non-divulgence arrangements or gag orders connected to a personal experience, including every one of them through herself, Jamie Foxx, and Jay-Z. It recommended that this experience was as a matter of fact a trio, yet on the off chance that you go to be distraught at RK, you became distraught at Jay-Z. Charming Brown said JD was Jay-Z was putting that brutal on her when she was 15, 16. She said the man got it. The situation starts to get interesting as the supposed tape of this rendezvous bafflingly evaporates from her home soon after the episode. Saucy Brown unequivocally accepts that Jay-Z might play had an influence in the vanishing of this tape, raising serious questions about his contribution in the supposed burglary. Was I stunned when Jay said the line in Picasso Child, yes, since we discuss that we have a set of experiences that overrides music. Charming said on Rafix. I think he started to feel the tension since individuals were saying my age, the age thing, 15, 14. And inevitably that gets to an individual. The J I know, the Sha I know, never emerges from character anyway. The story goes much further past these dumbfounding cases. There are ideas that Saucy Brown indicated one more captivating aspect of Jay-Z's life. She supposedly suggested a more profound association between Jay-Z and NBA player Larry Johnson, inferring that their relationship could have been something other than easygoing companionship, the way that Jay-Z once imparted a loft to Johnson, who had focused on a wear loan. A validity to her implications. She said the barbarity of this story nauseated me to my stomach. Pretty much every person included will be reached by my lawyer in the entirety of my years in the music business. These are the most incredibly appalling and ill-bred charges. I've at any point encountered this made-up story with no general media or composed interview plainly in her alleged real-to-life memory of her encounters with Jay-Z Foxy Brown seemed to go all in, especially when it came to communicating her sentiments about Beyonce. Her feelings towards the worldwide genius were a long way from free, saucy, earthy colored, ruled out uncertainty in her real comments about Beyonce. She said now he is with Beyonce that hostess tainted H. She purportedly guaranteed that Beyonce had likewise gotten a disease from Jay's, which, assuming that genuine, would be profoundly troubling. These claims portray Charming Brown as a casualty on different fronts. She allegedly experienced a contamination, as well as from a horrendous involvement with her life. As a youngster, the notice of R. Kelly, who confronted allegations of him regarding Jay-Z, highlights the weightiness of the circumstance. Assuming these charges hold any reality, apparently Jay-Z might have purportedly begun square-shaped at an early age, adding an upsetting layer to this perplexing story. Likewise, with any such cases, it's pivotal to move toward them with wariness and anticipate any checked proof or proclamations from involved parties. This is typical conduct. Dark culture, you recall, don't cause me to raise midsection DMX. Getting his dick in the vehicle, what no individuals of color frantic. You see the association between Jay-Z and Charming Brown started with Saucy's association in LL Cool J's I Shot You remix, when she was simply around 14 or 15 years of age. As Brown wandered further into the music world, she wound up teaming up with various unmistakable craftsmen, yet none were basically as vital as her common teammate and co-essayist Jay-Z. Their presentation, significant two-part harmony Ain't Known, was a track highlighted on the soundtrack for the film The Nutty Teacher, delivered in 1996. In spite of the fact that it had been kept back in 1994, this track started with Jay-Z's confident verses, which opened with a provocative gesture to charming, earthy-colored Foxy Brown. No doubt Jay-Z. Would I keep it fresher than the following honeybee? No requirement for you to at any point perspire the following honeybee. With speed, I make the best BC the exit. To be sure, he proceeded with you. Got to realize you're totally regarded by me. You get the keys to the Lexus. With no driver, you got your own 96 something to ride. And keep your tight up in verses. That is the reason the tune of the melody unfurled into an entrancing two-part harmony between Charming Brown and Jay-Z, lighting greater interest in their relationship. Ain't no closure like the one I got nobody. Can few better rests around, yet he gives me a ton, keeps you in precious stones and cowskins companions. Will let me know I ought to let you be advised the oddities, to find their very own man of their own the issue of saucy, earthy-colored's age. During the arrival of the melody in 1996, remaining parts, petulant yet official records, demonstrate that all premixed accounts, including vocals, had been finished by 1994, when Brown was around 14 or 15 years of age. Her presentation collection IL now was released when she was only 17, and it highlighted something like 5 co-composing credits, with Jay-Z one track on the collection. Sikna bore a sign critical engraving of Jay-Z's impact, alluding to something more profound in their relationship. Things were getting a cycle hot. You could music say it's critical to take note of that technique. Man didn't add to the expressive substance of these melodies. Yet obviously, Jay-Z and his partners had a significant hand in molding the unmistakably nature of this collection. The verses and content of another track, I'll highlight Jay-Z, were similarly unequivocal, showing a delivery